Within leisure, there's the divide between sort of the budget traveler and the luxury traveler and the people in between. And then there's also corporate travel. How are each of those segments doing right now, like in this environment?
Leisure travel tends to be very consistent. Corporate travel tends to be a bit more cyclical. And I think people sometimes overstate the cyclicality of the industry as a whole because of corporate travel. But importantly, on a global basis, corporate travel is about 20% of total travel demand. Now, what we're seeing now is that corporate travel actually is rebounding quite robustly this year. In fact, our corporate travel demand across our hotels is growing faster this year than our leisure demand. But that's the natural consequence of leisure travel that came back so robustly in 21 and 22 into 23, and corporate travel that really took until about 23 to really get going. So we're still recapturing some of that previous corporate travel demand. And I think that's why you've seen a bit of an acceleration there.
So as you look at companies like Marriott or Hilton Grand Vacations or Airbnb, which segments of the market do each of those target, and what will you be listening for on their earnings calls?
They're each a bit different. If you look at Marriott, they're of course very global. I think they're understanding what they're seeing by chain class. So what are they seeing in their for RevPAR, the unit of measure in our industry, revenue per available room? What are they seeing in the luxury sector versus what are they seeing in the select service sector? But what I'd be most looking for is what's the forward outlook? What are they seeing in advanced bookings for groups or otherwise across the system? What are they seeing in system-wide new hotel openings? And I suspect we'll see that there's quite a robust pipeline there. But in this environment, I'm a little bit more suspect as to how quickly those pipeline assets will turn into actual construction starts, just because of the availability of construction financing and construction costs right now.